We all have a group of people, the people that we feel safe with, the ones we feel comfortable with, and those we are closest to. And for this, we have oxytocin to thank. Oxytocin, also known as the cuddle hormone, the holiday hormone, and the moral molecule, is a neuropeptide that plays a key role in social cognition, behaviors, fears, and social functioning. Say hi for my documentary! Neuropeptides are small molecules that act as messengers between different regions of the brain. There are roughly 100 neuropeptides that are important for various functions, including hunger, memory, and learning. Oxytocin originates in the brain and is mainly produced in the hypothalamus. Its release is controlled by the pituitary gland, and from there it binds to millions of oxytocin receptors in our bodies. It was first discovered in mothers, whose bodies flood with oxytocin during childbirth and breastfeeding, but we now know that it has a much bigger role in our everyday lives. Oxytocin acts centrally within the brain to control our behavior, and studies have shown that higher levels of oxytocin are linked to higher rates of extroversion and memory recall. Since its discovery, we have also learned that it is closely related to intimacy, social recognition, and pair bonding. In fact, a 2012 study in the Journal of Neuroscience found that oxytocin made partners more loyal and less likely to cheat. Multiple experiments suggest that while oxytocin does make us more generous and trusting, it does not make us more gullible. If we feel like someone is deceiving us, we can quickly withdraw trust no matter how high our oxytocin levels are. However, oxytocin is a two-way hormone. While it is associated with many positive emotions, it also directly correlates with negative feelings such as jealousy and the pleasure we get from witnessing the difficulties of others. Researchers have actually found higher oxytocin levels in women who are unsatisfied in their relationships than women who report being in a happy relationship. A 2007 study found that animals living in isolation for 4 weeks had greater levels of stress, behavioral anxiety, and depression. Some of these animals were then treated with oxytocin, and they no longer showed signs of anxiety, depression, or cardiac stress, concluding that the effects of oxytocin are more apparent under stressful conditions. This research may explain the high oxytocin levels seen during the COVID-19 pandemic. Stress and social isolation cause an increase in cortisol and oxytocin, which may then lead people to seek out more or better social contact. People coped with quarantine by FaceTiming with friends and family, watching Netflix or other streaming platforms together, playing video games, letter writing, and virtual book clubs. Oxytocin is what drives our desire for social connection, and although it has both pros and cons, it is arguably one of the most important hormones.